got the bloodlust. Me too. I want to kill. Let's kill.
Hello, listeners, and welcome to The Bloodlust. This is your go-to podcast for classy broads talking horror since 2014. This is episode 276 of the program. Tonight, we are discussing actual musical Repo! Exclamation point. The genetic rock. Damn it! The genetic opera. I should do that again, right? Or should I leave it like that?
Leave
it. Okay, fine. Repo the genetic opera.
Also known as Repo the Genetic Rock Opera to some of us.
To some of us who are incorrect, who we talked about on the last episode and made fun of, and then we did the exact same thing. Karma. My name is Amy. I am your fearless leader, joined as always by my lovely and talented co-host Kay. Hello. We had a lovely and productive day and weekend, didn't we?
Yeah, so many flowers.
Flowers were purchased, or flowers were looked at.
Looked upon.
Plants were planted in the garden.
I finally got up the courage to open up our compost and spread that fresh made soil betwixt all of the new seedlings.
Yeah, and Barbie did not roll in it this time.
No, but she did roll upon
the neem oil. The neem oil that we put on the plants. And yesterday we went to the Anna Scripps Conservatory, the greenhouse in Belle Isle in Detroit, Michigan.
Boy, was that busy on a Saturday.
Ooh, boy.
Mistakes were made.
I've been to Belle Isle many times, but the conservatory has never been open, and they finally reopened it, and I guess everyone had the same idea we did, so very crowded, but it was nice. We also laid in the grass and had a Sammy from our favorite Sammy place, and I almost had a mental breakdown because it's a vegan Reuben. And what do you want on your Reuben? Or what do you want your Reuben on? But marble rye, of course. Toasted marble rye. And what did mine arrive on?
The bane of your actual existence.
A fucking wrap. It was on a wrap. Nobody wants a Reuben in a wrap.
Listeners, I cannot stress at all. I cannot stress how much Amy hates wraps.
I hate them. As a vegan, you are always given an option of a fucking wrap with like no seasoning and some wilty, mushy grilled vegetables. And I hate wraps, partially for that reason.
Anyways, the inside was still delicious.
It was.
The kraut. We love a kraut.
Yeah, we do. We love any cabbage.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was our weekend. We hope you had a nice weekend. And a happy Mother's Day to everyone who's a mother.
Anyone who celebrates.
Our dogs came into the bed this morning. Boss tried to wake me up 4 times.
Oh my god.
Prior to like 8:30. Luckily, Kay gets up early.
Yeah, I usually am pretty able to redirect him back out of the room, or if he does go in the room, I'll just get him to lay on the bed and not be annoying. But today he was insistent.
But then he did get up in the bed and give me a million kisses, which he never does.
For Mother's Day.
For Mother's Day.
Because you birthed him.
Yeah, because I gave birth to him.
Yeah, and he knows it.
So, on to our round table.
Sure.
For a while, I was thinking we were going to, because I made that spreadsheet that I mentioned on the last episode of movies that Kay should watch. So we've watched a couple of them, and I thought for a while for our roundtable, unless a great roundtable question is sent in or jumps out at us, we would talk about some of the movies we've been watching as part of Kay's edumacation.
It's like a little tiny mini episode.
Yeah, within the episode.
A podcast within a podcast.
Yeah, podcastception. So the first movie we watched is the oldest movie I'm going to subject Kay to. Because most of the old, yes, The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, a silent film, is very cool looking and very German expressionisty, but I really didn't think you'd care. So we started with Freaks from 1932.
I will say that I am happy to start so far back because they are in and out, get them in, get them out, done. They are so short, it's basically watching an episode of TV.
It's shorter than like your average 2020 episode
Exactly.
by a lot.
Yeah.
Freaks is like an hour and 7 minutes long. It's really short. And I learned that that's because a lot of it was cut. It had a really bad initial like test screening and people hated it and it was shelved for a while and then in fact it ruined Todd Browning's career. Todd Browning, the guy who directed it, is famous for making Dracula, and he didn't make any more successful movies after Freaks. It just ruined his career.
Well.
But what did you think about it?
Well, I went into it thinking that it was going to be like this movie that I was going to just see and understand the awe that you have of it. It's literally one of the posters on our living room wall. But then comes to find out that poster is there because it matches our color scheme.
Yeah.
And not because it is a completely wonderful film. It was fine.
I think it's good. I don't think it's exploitative. The movie is famous for and was banned for many years, especially in England, for having real people with physical deformities. There's Siamese twins in it, conjoined twins. There's a couple of people with microencephaly, which is the pinheads. There's a guy with no arms and no legs who had a lot of fun on set scaring people, evidently, which is very funny.
I do like that just every maybe 5 scenes you see him, his little eyes and face in the background just like creeping.
Yeah.
I can imagine a lot of that happen on the set.
Right. And there's a guy with no legs, bearded lady, all kinds of stuff. But I don't think that they show them.
Baby.
I don't think that they show them in a look at the freaks kind of way. I think it's very sympathetic towards them.
I mean, look at the freaks kind of way in that it is a movie about the freaks of the carnival.
Yes.
But no, I understand what you're saying.
And evidently there were more scenes. Like, there's a scene in it where the lady who takes care of them was taking them out to play in the woods, and some normies walk by and see them, and she's like, just, they never get to go outside and play. Can you just let them play? And I thought that was nice. And there were more scenes like that before the movie was edited down to an hour.
Gotcha.
What do you think? Do you think it's worth watching as a modern audience?
I thought that. Well, I don't really remember the plot that much. So
the plot was about a little person who was in love with the trapeze lady,
right, and the love triangle betwixt his actual wife,
who was played by his real life sister.
She was so cute.
She was really cute.
Yeah, and I guess her trying to speak to. What was the other one's role? A trapeze artist?
Yeah.
And trying to say, like, I understand you don't love him, but he loves you, and you're ruining this. Yeah. I didn't dislike it.
What do you think you'd rate it?
2.5.
2.5.
2.5.
Didn't like so much. Okay. Fair enough. I don't know what I'd rate Freaks. Probably like a 4. I like Freaks. I love watching that guy roll a cig. I swear to God he rolled it. And in the stuff I was reading about the behind the scenes in the movie, in the longer version he does roll it, but in the movie he only lights it.
He lights it.
I in my memory he rolled it and lit it.
Well, you probably read it and then
Maybe.
made a new memory.
Maybe. So that was Freaks. We watched that on Canopy, I think. So if you have Canopy, which is the app that you get with your public library, Canopy with a K, all kinds of good movies on there. Excuse me. The next movie we watched was Night of the Hunter, which was a little bit further down in 1955.
This one I liked.
You like that one?
Yeah.
Very good.
We got the preacher.
Right, played by
coming
Robert
into
Mitchum.
Town. We've got a lot of comments on women's roles in that era,
Mm-hmm.
and like her boss just saying, "Well, You're not getting any younger. Your husband's been hanged for about a week now.
You should probably think about getting remarried.
You're gonna need someone to take care of those children for you. And the preacher turns out to have a seedy past and definitely some sort of brain instability.
He's a con man.
Yeah.
And he learns about the money that their parents stole, or their dad stole, in jail from him before he gets hanged.
Even if it wasn't the money, he would have found something. He had 26 women that he had swindled.
Right.
Or murdered. Crazy.
It would have been something. So that's Robert Mitchum in my favorite performance of his. Apparently he was a real pain in the ass on set and would arrive drunk, and that was just kind of how Robert Mitchum was in all of his movies.
It was the 50s. Everyone was drunk.
Yeah. And Charles Laughton directed this, and this was the only movie he ever directed, and he said he would never make a movie again after this. Maybe because working with Robert Mitchum was not so great. Maybe because he chose to have child actors in his movie, which is famously not a good thing. That little girl.
Oh my God.
So cute.
She was such a bad little actress.
Oh, terrible. She was terrible. The boy was very good.
Oh my God.
But the little girl was terrible.
Remember when he had her on his lap and she was like an inch from his face, just like staring up into his nose hairs? Just so funny. Aww. Yeah. I think any movie with children in it is going to get a higher rating from me. I just think child actors are so funny.
Yeah, especially this one.
If they're good or if they're bad, it doesn't matter. I just think they're so funny.
I also read that Charles Laughton did not like working with that little girl, and she was very hard to direct, and he yelled at her a lot. And so they used her reaction shots of being yelled at by the director as like the scenes where she's supposed to be scared of Robert Mitchum's character.
That's terrible. Please don't tell me that.
Hollywood was really bad to child actors back in the day.
Anyways, thankfully, every child actor ever grew up just fine. fine. Well adjusted.
That's right. So you liked Night of the Hunter more.
Yeah.
You think that one holds up well for a modern movie?
I don't think it would be considered horror at all nowadays, but you did say that's what constituted as scary back then.
Stephen King said that he finds this to be the scariest movie ever made.
Well.
Things hit different when you watch them when you're a kid, I know,
Yeah.
For my part, I really love this movie. I think that it's very pretty. I love black and white movies, and this was, I think the cinematographer for this was the same as who had done some Orson Welles movies, which famously are very pretty to look at. And this one has really pretty kind of light and shadow moments in it. And
for being the Depression and all.
Yeah.
That's the only thing pretty in it.
It's very moody. The movie's very moody, and I like how it's kind of experimental in certain ways, where it's got kind of a dreamy feel to it that I don't think is present in a lot of older movies. I think it's kind of artsy-fartsy for an old movie.
And I liked that I knew where the money was hidden really early.
Yeah, the money is hidden in a secret place, and the kids know, but Robert Mitchum doesn't, and that's what he's trying to find out. And Kay picked it up immediately.
Called it.
Yeah, which was very impressive. So that has been our round table for this episode. We talked about Freaks and Night of the Hunter. And if you have some older movies or just something that we haven't reviewed on the show that you want us to revisit, please let us know. You can get in touch with us on our website or through the bloodlustpodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, remember that I'm just learning all of the wonderful tropes and things like that. So if you've got something that really hits the nail on the head that you think that I need to know about, I'm all ears.
Yeah, we've had a good couple of years with October where we have watched a different horror movie every day, and that's gotten you really far up to speed. But that was a lot of modern stuff, and we watched a lot of franchise stuff together because
that's what I like.
Yeah. So this is more of the homework stuff. All right, you ready to start talking about your favorite movie, babe?
Oh, hell yeah.
All right. Repo, the Genetic Opera, is rated R. It has a runtime of 1 hour and 38 minutes, a nice runtime. Directed by Darren Lynn Bousman. Darren Lynn Bousman has directed a lot of the Saw movies, starting from Saw 2 and a lot of them, probably like 4 of them. It's written by Darren Smith and Terrence Zunick. How would you pronounce something that is Z-D-U-N-I-C-H? Zdunik? Zdunik?
I know you're not asking me.
Well, I haven't heard of either of these guys, but they wrote it. It stars Paul Sorvino, Anthony Stewart Head, and Sarah Brightman. Sarah Brightman, famous singer. Isn't she married to Andrew Lloyd Webber? Can't believe she's in this. This premiered at the Fantasia Film Festival July 18th of 2008. It had a limited release in theaters starting November 7th, 2008. On Rotten Tomatoes, you're not going to like this. It is a 37% fresh, so rotten with critics. But it's a 73% fresh with audiences.
That's right.
So, this is about a dystopic future, 2056.
We're almost there.
Yeah, we're getting close. And it's an epidemic of organ failures. They don't really say how. They're just failing. So that's the biggest plague that is plaguing the planet.
That's what plagues do.
There is this giant corporation called GeneCo, which is run by Paul Sorvino's character. What's his name? Do you know his name?
Sorry?
The main guy. The guy who runs...
Rotilago?
What's his name?
Rotilago?
Rotilago. So that's Paul Sorvino's character. He runs GeneCo, and they give you organ transplants, but they do it on a payment plan. Right. So you can pay in installments. But then, of course, if you can't pay, they need to repossess your organ.
I'm literally just listening to Grave Robber sing this in my head because he does this whole
right.
first song to introduce you to the show. Yeah.
The first song gives you the whole setup.
Yeah.
Yes. So then they have these repo men, and there's this one, a special repo man who is played by Anthony Stewart Head, or Giles from Buffy, if you're a Buffy viewer. That is the Watcher from Buffy. And he is the main guy. But he also has a daughter.
Shiloh.
Who is very ill. She has a blood disease, the same that killed her mother. And she...
I'm infected.
There's going to be a lot of singing in this episode, just so you know. We follow her. She's kind of the protagonist, and we follow her as she discovers secrets about her family and her... especially about her dad and about herself.
Right.
And that is what it's about. It is a musical, and it is the particular kind of musical where almost every word is sung.
Right.
Is there a term for that?
Opera.
Is it?
I don't know.
Okay. So that is the setup for the movie. It was originally a stage play in LA and New York. And Darren Lynn Bousman also directed a version of the stage play in 2001.
Before it was a stage play, it was only a 10-minute play.
Right, it was a little short, wasn't it?
10-minute opera. Yeah. So they used to perform these around LA. The two... What's his name?
Who?
The two writers.
Oh, okay. So
they did
Darren Smith and Terrence Zunick.
That's right. They did a bunch of just like 10-minute little operas, and this was one that got expanded, and if that's what... If you think that maybe it's not all like super worked out, that's why. It's expanded from a 10-minute show.
That tracks, actually. This is interesting. Did you know the original person who was cast as Repo Man?
No, and I refuse to know it. It's Giles, and it'll always be Giles in my heart.
Patrick Swayze.
Okay.
Picture it.
I won't.
Picture it with Patrick Swayze. I wish we could have seen that.
That's what you want?
Yes.
Oh.
Good old Patrick Swayze. Do you believe it? But then he got cancer, so then he had to drop out.
I'm sure.
And Anthony Stewart Head stepped in.
The goddamn show must go on.
So that is really all the background that I know about it. If you have anything else that you want to share personally about the background of this. Otherwise, let's just start talking about what we think.
Start talking about it.
Tell me what you think of this movie, love.
Number one, I adore it. It's like, I watched it, I guess it had to be 2009. So what's that? Sophomore year of college.
Okay.
And then I have made every other person that I've ever dated watch it just to be like, this is what you need to know about what I'm bringing to the table. This is what I like. I don't actually care if you like it, but you should know that you're going to be pulled into things like this. And I think that that is fair based on the things that I like. Do you think that that's fair?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you got this pretty early on
Mm-hmm.
in our dating.
Yeah, I did. Well, because I made you watch a bunch of movies right away, so
That's true. That's true.
it was only fair.
So, yeah, I mean, the story is fine. I like the soundtrack because that's something that I care about. Yeah, I think the story is just fine. But I really like the soundtrack. There's definitely a line of this song that pops into my head at least once a week.
Yeah?
Forever. Yeah. Well, it's just like there's a lot of lyrics in there because it's all sang. So I have a lot of association that can happen with it.
It's very lyric heavy.
Yeah. So I just love it.
Who's your favorite character?
I mean, when I first watched it, it was definitely angsty Shiloh, but I guess that probably has something to say about I saw it when I was 19 years old and she's 17.
Sure.
And I was like, yeah, I totally get it, bro. I think my favorite character now is probably Repo. He's just trying to deal with his life and loss of his wife and trying to keep her safe. And
He's insane.
yeah, he's insane.
He was Munchausen by proxying his daughter.
Fictitious disorder, thank you. He just wanted to keep his family safe.
Right.
Also, he has a lot of baggage because Roti Lago told him that he was the one that murdered his wife. And that's why he agreed to be Repo in the first place, because he was going to keep it secret, whatever. Okay, you do this for me, I'll do this for you. No one will have to know about it. So he didn't know. Dun, dun, dun.
No, he didn't. But he didn't have to behave the way that he did towards his daughter.
Well, he didn't want to let her go. He already lost his wife.
Yes.
I mean, he didn't have to shun the godmother out of her life, too.
Yeah,
there's a whole lot.
I'm sure she
He
would
does
have.
bad.
I'm sure she would have liked to have been a part of this. We didn't talk about Blind Mag. That's Sarah Brightman's character, and she was given bionic eyes by GeneCo because she was friends with
Marnie,
the dead mother of our main character and wife of the Repo Man.
Right, but that was back before she was married to Nathan, Repo Man, when she was dating Roti Lago.
Yes.
Marnie
right.
was dating him.
Because that's the whole thing. Shiloh gets involved with Roti because he used to be involved with her mother and is still involved with her family.
Right. Well, he was in love with her, but then Nathan stole her away.
Right. So he's gotten revenge by being his boss, basically.
And killing Marnie. There can be only one.
I think my favorite character is Blind Mag because I like her makeup.
Yeah, her eyelashes.
Yeah, her eyelashes are very cool.
Yeah. A classic soprano. Of course you love the classic soprano. Jeez.
I'm sorry. I thought that Giles... I thought he was a better singer seeing Buffy and the Buffy musical and stuff than he turned out to be in this.
I think that he definitely puts on some affectations in some of the songs.
He does.
That's not just his singing voice. He'll go from like a nice, beautiful love song when he's talking about his wife or talking about his daughter, but then once he turns into Repo Man, then it's a lot more raspy and
More growly, you're right.
Yeah.
I don't understand how they got Sarah Brightman to be in this. Or Paul Sorvino. I thought his voice was surprisingly good. At the beginning, he talk sings, and I was like, oh, he didn't want to sing in this. But
And I said, just you wait.
then he gets quite operatic, and I was really impressed.
Yeah. And why aren't you talking about Paris Hilton, my love?
That's right. So this movie also famously spent most of its budget on Paris Hilton, which is why the sets are really cheap, and it's got a very cheap looking kind of look to it. But she does a fine job.
I mean, she's just playing herself, but that's fine.
She did a fine job.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite Paris Hilton performance. We're going to have to watch
Sweet.
House of Wax because she's in that, and I like that one. It's a remake of a Vincent Price movie.
All right. That's hot.
That's hot. Also, Joan Jett is in this for no reason.
Okay, well, that's just like one song.
But she just appears for no reason.
17.
What is your favorite song in this?
I really like... No, I don't know the name of any of the songs. But the one that he's talking about losing his wife and going down the hallway with all of the...
The portraits of her?
Yeah.
And can you sing it?
Not right now.
Well,
I can't think of it on the spot like that. I just know I like that one.
my favorite song was the one where they're talking about the drug.
A little glass vial
Yeah,
placed against the anatomy.
that's right.
Anatomy.
Yeah. That's the one that I liked the best. So what do you rate this? This must be a 5 for you if it's your all-time favorite.
I feel like every time that I watch it, I cringe a little bit more. So for that reason, I think I'm going to give it a 4.5. But I still love it so much.
I understand. I have movies that I am embarrassed of, but I still love. I would give this a 2.
How dare you?
And let me preface what I'm about to say by telling you that I love you
Thank you.
and that I understand that this is a movie that is in your sweet spot. And I am not here to yuck your yum.
Yeah. That's fine. I really did think that you would like it a little bit more because you do like comic books. You do like horror. You
Yes.
do like gore. You have gotten on board with musicals way
have.
more since we started dating.
I have.
And yet still a 2.
I'll tell you what I liked about it. I like the beginning with the title sequence with the comic book kind of illustrations.
Yeah.
I really like that. It is kind of a cheating way to build your world in your movie.
Fair.
But I liked how it looked. And I liked that song. And I really liked the gore in it.
Yeah.
He does a very good job with gore.
They do a good amount of gore.
It is
For no reason. A lot of it's just for no reason.
There's a lot of like shots of big piles of rotting corpses. And I enjoyed all of that.
Like the children all singing what is it? Mark It Up and just killing other employees. Why are you killing them? You all work together. Stop it.
I mean, why ask why? I think this is definitely the bloodiest musical, and I have seen Sweeney Todd.
Right.
And I like all the blood in that. Honestly, I don't think that Sweeney Todd is a whole lot better than this. The filter really bothers me. It really looks cheap.
Well, it was cheap. It's all green screen.
I know, but I've seen cheap movies that don't look this bad. It's the filter is really stupid looking. Everything's kind of like been softened a little bit, and it's got like a
And yet harsh contrast.
Yes!
Somehow both.
It's like when I, who doesn't know anything about how to retouch things, tries to retouch something and make it look cool. I didn't think it looked very nice. I also, I don't think the songs are very catchy. I like that song, but I can't remember any of the other songs. I was just thinking when we were watching it and you were singing the whole thing, how can they remember all of these songs?
I know every word.
I know. I witnessed you knowing every word. I also felt like it reminded me of Moulin Rouge in a way.
Which I like and you don't.
Exactly. It had a very, it was very hyper edited. Everything, there's like a million cuts. There was one scene, Shiloh's first big song. There's like, it's a slower song. She's like just sitting on her bed. They show it from like 8 angles. It's like, man, settle down. Settle down.
Baby, she is in her own kind of collection. She's inside of the house. It's showing you that this is all she has. Yes, she did escape outside of the tomb for 1 second to get that stupid little bug. But then look what happens. She gets locked out of her mother's tomb. Then she gets stolen by the grave robber. And then she goes into all of those corpses. Because I'll help you get home. But first I got to get some of this zygote.
So that stuff, it's just something that naturally occurs in dead people?
Don't question.
Okay.
Don't question the science, okay?
There's this like glowing drug that he gets out of corpses.
Because when you get addicted to the knife. I was going to go into another song.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No, I think you should. Yeah. Maybe a 2.5.
Thank you. I'll take that half.
Okay. I think it's grown, my liking for it has grown a 0.5 star.
Since we've been talking?
Since the first time I watched it.
All right. I'll allow it.
I don't understand why only one sibling has an Italian accent. It was like he rehearsed his role ahead of time and got his character down, and then when he got to the set and they were filming, he was like, oh shit, nobody else went hard with the Italian. I'm just gonna go with it. And nobody told him not to.
And that's the only problem you see with that character? It's not the face connected to his face?
No, I thought that looked cool. I liked that. It was just weird. He has this like very like Mario Luigi accent, but nobody else, his dad doesn't, his sister doesn't. His brother is Bill Moseley, who is a pretty prolific horror actor. He goes to all the conventions and stuff.
And does he make a hole and fuck it?
I couldn't say.
Mark it up. Mark it up.
It is common on our show if you don't recommend a movie. Now, I will say, I recommend you try this movie if you like musicals. If you were a theater kid in the 2000s, then you might like this. If you liked Buffy, you might like this. Also, I'm not saying don't try it.
Also DM me. Let's be friends.
If you like this, Kay would love to be friends with you. I don't recommend it for people maybe that are a little older, that weren't theater kids, that might be a little snobbier in their tastes. I would recommend in that case that you see Rocky Horror.
I am on board with anyone seeing Rocky Horror.
If you haven't seen Rocky Horror. Most people have seen Rocky Horror. If you have not, it's very good. The songs are catchy. Tim Curry's in it. So if you have seen it, then I would recommend a movie called The Lure from 2015, which is, I think it's Polish, and it's a killer mermaid musical.
How come I haven't seen?
Well, it's subtitled.
Therein lies the problem.
And they don't sing in English. Yeah. But we could try it sometime.
I'll give it a solid maybe. I do apologize to anyone that went out of their way to see this movie. I promise I won't have a lot of opportunities to pick the movie myself. But I mean, the opportunity presented itself, and I had to take it. I just had to.
I'm glad that we did it. How often do we get to review a musical?
I don't know.
A real musical. I mean, there's Rocky Horror, there's Little Shop of Horrors.
Little Shop of Horrors.
Is that all? There's a Beetlejuice musical now,
Yeah.
but they haven't made like a movie version yet.
No, but I did see it
And
on
loved
the
it.
stage, and I did
Even
love
though
it.
that was a bomb, I believe.
Whatever, I liked it.
That's fair.
Probably the same critics that gave this a 37 went to go see it. I don't know.
Yeah, but look, 73% of the audience loves it.
Exactly. And that's passing.
And that's passing. That's a solid C.
Yeah. C's get degrees. So do D's. I don't know. What's the phrase?
I'm not sure. I think it's D's, but C's get degrees. C's get even better degrees. Listeners, I want to apologize for the beginning of this episode where I didn't have the mic set up correctly, and Kay's going to sound quieter than me, and I am sorry about that. But hopefully now it's all fixed and it sounds great.
Probably.
Probably. We'll see.
We'll know when we edit.
Yeah. So that is what we think.
We didn't even do any spoilies.
Do you want to do spoilies?
That's fine. I just wanted to talk about how it is really weird to me that Shiloh finally finds out that, number one, her dad is Repo Man. Number two, he is poisoning her.
Yeah.
And none of this medication and none of the disease is correct.
And she's just been stuck in a house for 17 years. And why doesn't she have hair? Do we
Because
suppose the drugs he's giving her is making...
Yeah, he's poisoning her.
Okay.
And number three, she finds out about Blind Meg and how she's the godmother and her dad's been keeping all of this from her.
Yeah.
And yet, just one bullet shot and she's just like, no, I love you. Like, she was so ready to be like, this is crazy. I am out of here. And then he gets shot and they do this really intense love song to each other that is uncomfortable.
A little bit unwholesome. Yeah. There was like sexual chemistry between them.
Yeah, they're both rubbing each other's faces and like getting so close to each other. I'm just like, what is happening?
Another reason you love it so much.
Yeah, incest is best. So yeah, but then she ends up not taking Roti's offer, and he was going to let her have GeneCo in totality because he hates his children.
He hates his children.
But she says no, and she pieces out, and then Amber ends up taking over.
Paris Hilton.
Yes, Amber Sweet ends up taking it over, and then she sells the face that falls off in her first performance.
Oh yeah, that's right. She performs and her face falls off. That's very funny.
And then her brother is the one that purchases that face, and then he wears it.
That's right.
Ugh, what is not to love about this movie?
And Blind Mag, I did like how she, in her final performance, just uses her extra long nails to poke her eyeballs out.
Right. She wore those on purpose for the performance. She was like, if I can't have them, no one's going to have them. And Repo Man's not coming for me. But then he cuts the wires, and then she gets impaled by the fence.
And she dies.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, opera.
Everybody dies.
They tend to end in a lot of tragedy, but it's what you learned along the way, you know?
Don't do drugs.
Unless they're from corpses. I don't know. Amber got the whole company, and she does a lot of drugs. So
good point.
I don't think that was the lesson.
The lesson is be born from someone rich.
Yeah.
That's always the lesson, isn't it?
Yeah. Sell some organs for reduced price, and then if people can't pay, repossess them.
Credit cards. Credit schemes.
Ponzi schemes.
Ponzi schemes. Anything else you'd like to add about this film?
No, I think that's it.
You just love it and love it?
I still love it. I hope that it's my turn to pick music, playing cards very soon.
We should play it again. Maybe I'll start to like the songs more.
Yeah. Or at least the one song. We'll just play that one on repeat.
Anatomy. We did get a comment when we said we were going to review this from one of our listeners, Addison. Hey, Addison.
Hi, Addison.
Addison said that they used to watch this movie sometimes more than once a day.
Yeah, that was Rent for me in high school. Just every single day.
I used to watch Spinal Tap or Spaceballs every day after school with my friend Scott when I was in high school. What the hell? You alright, Barb?
Is that a demon?
That was weird. So that is what we think about Repo the Genetic Opera.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think. We also had a commenter, Fiction Isn't Real, on our website saying, I just want to warn you that Repo is nowhere near as good as Sinners.
Touche. I'll allow it.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
If we're judging musical for musical.
Oh, boy. So, for our next movie, we're not going to do something in the theater yet, but we are going to do the new movie by the brothers who brought you Talk to Me, Bring Her Back. That one comes out on May 30th, so we're going to do that one after this next one, because timing-wise, it won't be out in time. So in between, we are going to review Caddo Lake. That's Caddo. It is streaming on Max right now, or you can rent it. It sounds pretty good. It sounds kind of like a creepy mystery. And it's got a little kid in it, so Kay will probably like it.
Yeah, that's why I picked it.
Speaking of Max, we just watched Companion, which is currently streaming on there. What do you think about that? And you like Jack Quaid. You think he's cute.
What was that?
Jack Quaid was the guy, the boyfriend.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't think he was especially cute. I just didn't think that he was bad to look at. Like, you were like, oh, this man is not attractive.
I hate his face.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't think he's attractive. I just don't like how his face looks. I know it's weird.
That's the same thing. Those two things are the same.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty good. I give that like a 3.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It was kind of funny. I thought the performance from the main girl from Yellow Jackets was good.
I liked that, it kind of just led you along a certain path and then stops abruptly. And then you get to follow along again and then stops you abruptly. Like, I liked all of the little twisty turns.
I did too. It's not scary or anything. It's more of a I hate to say what it is. It's not very scary. I wouldn't think it would be something that we would do for the show, but I think that if you like things with twists and it kind of is good at taking down like the nice guy, which I liked. It's got some of that like Promising Young Woman does in a way, but with kind of a interesting twist. So I would say you would do worse than to watch that.
I liked it.
Yeah. Have you read anything good? You just read Bird Box, right?
Well, yeah, I listened to it. That's yeah. I definitely it was a good amount of time from when I watched it to when I listened to it because I didn't really remember all of the things that were happening going on. The only reference that I had to it was like in the wintertime when I would move your car and I would refuse to scrape off the ice and then I'd just be like, well, I'm bird boxing it today. But yeah, the actual book is very good. I highly recommend.
I just finished the Richard Matheson anthology. There was, I'd say, there was a handful of stories I thought were really cool. The one that I liked the best was probably Duel, which they made a movie of. Steven Spielberg, one of his first movies, which was originally a made-for-TV movie, which was really suspenseful and really good. And the story was really good and suspenseful. And then there was one towards the end called Mute, which was very sci-fi and interesting about this little kid who he was part of an experiment where these families each took a child to raise and raised them non-verbally, didn't speak to them at all, so they weren't born with language, and it was in a attempt to develop telepathy that they think is naturally present, and with the formation of language, it made telepathy unnecessary, so we didn't use it anymore, but they thought maybe if they didn't, and of course it works because this is a fictional story, but then the parents die in a fire and the kid survives and he's being raised by like the sheriff and his wife. It was a neat story. Sad.
I mean, similar themes with Bird Box of like, oh, okay, we're not...
Kids are raised without being able to see, right?
Yeah, you can't use this, so this other sense is going to be heightened. Like, she talks about that all the time. These kids will be able to hear
things I can never hear. Yeah. So I recommend that anthology. Again, it was edited by Victor Laval, who is a really good writer in his own right. He wrote The Changeling, which I really enjoyed. It's a good book. And several other books. And now I have to read a couple of horror books that I've already read to try and decide which one I'm going to do for book club. And I'm down to Come Closer by Sarah Gran and A Head Full of Ghosts by Paul Tremblay. So I'm going to listen or read those both this month and try and read the book club book for this month and then choose. And now you're up to speed with everything I've been doing.
Ta-da!
Yeah. So listeners, this has been our episode on Repo the Genetic Opera. We hope you've enjoyed, or rock opera, we hope you've enjoyed listening. If you would like to leave us a message or a comment, you can write to us at thebloodlustpodcast@gmail.com. You can leave a message on our website by commenting on our episodes. That's thebloodlust.net. You can find us on Facebook and on Instagram. We are also on Threads now. Not really on X anymore, because it's gross there. Please leave us a review on your podcast listening app of choice and a rating, please. It helps more people to find us. Also, if you have friends that like horror movies, recommend our show. Okay, thank you for joining me.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Let's play some more of that cooking game.
What a time. Yeah.
Listeners, thank you for listening. This has been episode 276 of the program. Until next time, I've been Amy.
And I'm Kay.
Thank you, good night, and hail Satan.